Hi, seekers of wisdom. Welcome to another episode of Chronicles of 1900. So last week we talked about issues with immigrants that are in the country, especially people with skills visa and their children not being able to study further when it comes to degree level. I've got information for you. Now, to be able to buttress the point I made last week, the situation in the country is that if you are in the country and you haven't stayed in the country for about 3 years, you are not eligible to study because if you check on your visa, it's clearly stated there, no recourse to public fund. So the problem is, what am I going to do to my son that is now 17 or 18 and he's done GCSE or A level and he wants to go to uni, and he can't go to uni because I need to pay £15,000 per year for the degree. The problem is we can't solve this issue instantly because this policy has been there for a long time. And rather than wait, we need to find something in place for these kids. I've got a lot of them and I've dealt with another two this week. And that's why I'm bringing this here. So what do we do for these children? As a father, what am I going to do for my son that is 19, that would like to go to uni, but I can't actually give him £15,000 for uni per year, simply because I am a carer and I probably earn 2,500 at the end of the month. What am I going to do? This is where the solution comes in. We can't keep on pushing these kids away. So as a father, as a mother, if you haven't been in the UK for 3 years, or your kids haven't been in the UK for 3 years and they can't do this apprenticeship program, we can find a way. So there are what we call internship, voluntary internship, which I talked about last week. And I'm going to tell you about what we are doing that might benefit you. And you can also look for other organizations that are doing the same thing. Very few of them in the UK at this point in time, because there's going to be a lot of requirements. But what do? What we are doing at the moment is we have a summer boot camp that we are dishing out for hundreds of this type of people. The idea is we train them into using systems to be able to work like IT agents, IT support officers, junior project managers, junior business analysts, digital marketing creators, content creators. So we have this summer program that we're rolling out for them. The idea is this: we teach them the theory, we give them the practical, and then they can be able to have a very good knowledge of what's out there, and then we get them into work. Now, it's a 3 to 6 months program, but why are we doing it? The idea is get them busy to do what is in vogue, get them into what is actually in the market. So we could get some of them to create AI agents that does customer service. And as soon as they finish that piece of work, they can go into the market and begin to create AI agents and sell themselves. They can even begin to seek for job as AI agent creators, as technical business analysts. These are the things that we can do for them. But how do you get this kind of things in place? Remember, the major problem is cost. All these trainings, aside the fact that you can get them from, maybe you go to Udemy, you can see some training there. They are all self-paced learning. You can learn yourself, you can train yourself. YouTube is there, the go-to place for you to learn as well. Okay, but when you talk about having practical experience, having resources, some of them want to learn, they don't have laptop. So what are we doing? Part of what we are doing is teaming up with the Combined Authority in Peterborough and Cambridgeshire to be able to provide systems for them, laptops that they can use to learn in a loan base. Loan the laptop to them for that period of 3 months, and they can use it to learn and be able to get themselves into the market. We're going to train them, we're going to support them, give them the skills that they need, and then give them the practical experience. And possibly put them to work placement as well, where possible, because we're going to be working with different local authorities to do this. We started already working with the local authority in Peterborough and Cambridgeshire to be able to do this. Also working with Department for Education as well, to be able to identify people that need this kind of solutions. Now, there's a bit of a caveat on this, simply because these children they don't have access to recourse to public fund. It means that the typical apprenticeship program that you get, where KPMG, Deloitte can sponsor you, can get you on, or every organization can do like get you on because you are part of the people that's eligible. This is limited. So what are we going to do? We are subsidizing payments. We are subsidizing the fees to be able to just ensure that we can help them. But what do you need to do as a parent? You need to go out there and research. You need to go out there and look for what will tally with your child's interest. If your child wants to be a chef, right, and there's no possibility for them to go to uni at this point in time, why don't you look for a local restaurant and get them there and let them begin to work with that local restaurant, because they can work. They can work. So get them in there and let them start to work in the local restaurant. Oh, if my son wants to be an engineer, and I say that, okay, right, getting my son into Perkins or Mercedes is difficult at this point in time. Look for a local mechanic. Get your son to work with a local mechanic, and then he can begin to look at mechanical engineering. If he's an electrical engineering wants to do, or computer engineering, the same thing. So what I'm saying to you is that you don't sit on the problem, you step out of the problem and look for solution. You don't want your children to end up forgetting about their dream. So what I'm saying to you is, as a parent, if you are interested in what we do, what we're doing is digital marketing, AI content creation, AI agent creation, technical business analysis, introduction to project management, product ownership, product management. Those are the things that we're going to be teaching them, right? IT, product design, right? IT product design, creating mock-ups, wireframes, content, flyers, websites, AI websites that is full it's everywhere now. It's everywhere. So what we're gonna do is things that are related to things that they can do within 3 months and they can get on. But the question is, if what we are offering doesn't tell you what you want to get them to do, you go out there as a parent and get them something. My advice for you, don't let them sit down without doing anything. I've created this content today based on demand and based on the things I've seen. I need parents to ensure that your child's dream doesn't die. I hope what I've said has inspired you. If you need anything or you're asking questions, please reach out to me. But don't say because they can't go to uni at this point in time, you can't pay for their school fees, then they should sit at home for 3 years. It's going to be a very, 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 very costly mistake that you're going to make. And I don't think you want to do that for yourself. And I don't want you to throw them out there because there's nothing they can do. Throw them into Tesco, let them go and do customer service, or just throw them into McDonald's or Burger King. No. You must ensure that what you're asking them to do tallies with their dream. And I hope you will see beyond just them going out there every day, or rather than sitting down at home, just want to throw them somewhere. Okay? Thank you very much. Reach out to me, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Get people to know what is happening. They don't have the information. Share the information with them, and they will be able to see how you can help. Have a good one. Thank you, and God bless you. Share, like, comment, and let me know what you think about this information as well. God bless you.